Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Wajaha and today we're just doing a very quick video. It's a quick update on one of the protocols that I've talked about on this channel quite a few times, Mirror Protocol. And that's really because just one major thing has changed and it kind of affects the way that the future of this protocol is going to be. And essentially what's changed is the rewards. The rewards have sadly gone down. Just a quick interruption. If you've got some Luna and you want to stake it, go no further than 1-star validators, they're the best in the game, earn some passive income, stake your Luna, go claim those rewards, I'll leave a link in the description. Anyway, back to the video. And we're going to look into kind of why that's happened and some of the reasons why. And the first thing to really just look at is the way that Mirror Protocol works, and especially with the strategy that we were implementing before. I've got a video on it on my channel, the delta neutral strategy, in which we put an equal amount on the long side and an equal amount on the short side, and we were just claiming those mirror rewards. And yeah, it used to be around 30 to 40% APR. Sometimes, and for a short period of time, it was above 50%. Sadly, this has changed, and if you go to Mirror Protocol yourself, you'll be able to see yourself, look at the APRs that you're getting on these long sides, the long farm, and as well as the short side, really. I mean, you know, there was a time where you were getting 30% on Apple, Google, Microsoft, you know, these long-term stable companies, and obviously you could go equal on the short side and you know, just make sure that you've got yourself a delta neutral position, so that in either scenario, whether the price of the asset went up or down, you would be safe. Sadly, as of this week, those rewards have gone down, and a lot of you have been messaging me asking me why this has happened, and I did some digging because I wasn't actually aware of this. I haven't really been keeping up with Mirror recently. You know, the Terra ecosystem has been growing so much that it's sometimes hard. What's happened is that the emission rate of these Mirror tokens has changed. And you can see clearly in this chart that we can look at the kind of distribution of the Mirror token to begin with. So at the start, initially, if we look at the genesis, you know, the token supply, there was 55 million that was given out right at the very start. And in this first year, this is cumulative. So in that first year, we had, at the end of that first year, we had 183 million Mirror tokens. And that's very similar to what we have out right now. So essentially what that means in year one is we had 183 minus 54.9, and that equals 128.1 million. So in year one, 128.1 million tokens were released. In year two, at the end of year two, there's going to be 256.2 million. And that means in year two, well, there's going to be an additional 73 million. So that's if you take 256 minus 183, 73.2 million tokens coming out in year two. Now, what do you notice there? Year two, there's 73, but in year one, there was 128. Well, there you go. The emission rate has almost halved. And as a result, that means the APRs have almost halved. And that's why some of these rewards have really gone down. It's simply just because of the emission rate. Now, that doesn't mean that Mirror Protocol is no longer a good strategy or it's no longer a good protocol to use. It's fantastic. You know, the ability to buy some of these assets, no matter which country you're in a decentralized manner using our favorite stablecoin, UST, I think is great. I think the platform is growing literally day by day. The number of users are increasing day by day. It's just that the rewards have gone down slightly. And to be honest, you know, we kind of all expected this, really. I mean, it wasn't really sustainable to be earning 30-40% in a delta neutral manner for years and years to come. Having said that, the rewards are still very good. I mean, imagine the fact that you can still farm in a delta neutral way, you know, with 15-20%. In fact, it's actually around 20% still if you include the fact that when you can use AUST in the short side. So, you know, 20% is still decent. It's still very good. However, I think at these sorts of rates, I mean, why would you not just use something like Anchor Protocol instead? Especially if you were farming in order to kind of make money in a delta neutral way, and you weren't obviously holding these assets anyway. Because if you're looking for a diversified portfolio and you wanted some exposure to Google or Apple or the S&P 500 or some of these index funds like the ARK Innovation ETF, well, you can still do that and you can still go long on them and still earn some good income. It's just that if you were to do it in a delta neutral way, the rewards just aren't as good as what they used to be. It still works the same way, it's still profitable, it's just that the rewards just aren't as good. Having said that, there are a couple of things that you can do to obviously increase your rewards. So you can carry on with the short side of things, as you can see here, like you can short Facebook and still earn 16% on that. But instead of using the long side on Mirror itself, what you can do is you can go to 2 other platforms. You can go to Apollo, and Apollo is an auto compounder, and we've recently talked about this on the channel, so I'll leave a link somewhere on the top. So after this video, you can go and watch that. But essentially on Apollo, you can earn slightly higher, 10%. And you might think, well, you know, that's not really that crazy, or that's not really that big of a deal. Apollo has a number of other features as well that you can benefit from. And so you could just have the short side on Mirror Finance and the long side, or the long farming, on Apollo. There is another platform as well, it's called Spectrum. Spectrum's another auto compounder, and you can see that some of these assets are still in the above 20% zone. So you know, you can get some better returns here. You know, look at that, Netflix still at 26%, which, you know, that's not too bad, to be honest. And it's better than just farming on Mirror. Obviously, you have increased risk because you're diversifying across different platforms, and you know that means there's another platform that has a smart contract risk, and you know some of the other risks that are involved. Of course, what I'm saying is not financial advice. You need to do your own research and check these platforms out before you obviously put any money in. And yeah, those are just kind of 2 options that you can do. I mean, it's just a shame really, but yeah, I mean, we all knew that this wasn't sustainable, and we all kind of knew that something like this would happen. But either way, Mirror is the same regardless. The platform is fantastic. The fundamentals are still good. The tokenomics have changed, and you know that means that our rewards are slightly less, but you know, that's just how it is. That's all I've got for you today. Super quick video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video soon.